some things that you might not know yet. Watch this and it may interest you.
All the way back in the late Pleistocene epoch, there were a type of bison roaming around the area that we now know as North America that are now extinct. These were the bison latifronts, or the giant bison, or sometimes the longhorn bison. And of course, they're named such because they had distinctive long horns. On average, these extinct, old-timey bison were larger than their modern counterparts, and it's estimated that they were an average of about 15.6 feet long, standing at as much as 8.2 feet tall at the withers. American bison is about 11 feet, 6 inches long and up to 6 feet and 7 inches tall. Those things are still enormous. These latifronts weighed up to an estimated 4,400 pounds. It was thought that this prehistoric creature went out of business back 20,000 years ago, but a recent discovery in Texas has moved that date to about 13,000 years. The likeliest cause is that humans hunted them into extinction. Mind-blowing Mutant Humans with Stephen Wiltshire. This artist has the power of possessing an incredible memory, as with just a glance at a city, he can draw it with absolutely incredible precision. The detail he achieves in his drawings of each building is truly impressive. He even respects real proportions with just a glance. The most amazing drawing he has is done after a brief helicopter tour over the city of New York, to then capture the buildings with all the details and astonishing ease. The scientific explanation for this great ability is that the artist has autism, a condition that prevents some regions of the brain from communicating with others.
So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it my way.
But in this way he better enhances all the details he is capable of appreciating. The milk spider, this amazing creature, which is neither a true spider nor a scorpion, has the unique distinction of being described by National Geographic as a Nong spider. With pincers equipped with sharp teeth, a group of researchers driven by curiosity decided to carry out a fascinating experiment. They took a whip spider, placed it 10 meters away from its native tree, and observed it. The goal was to see how this extraordinary being would find its way back. What followed was an impressive demonstration of orientation and survival instinct. Whip spiders can be found in dark and humid places, such as caves and tropical jungles. Their pair of front legs has turned into long, whip-shaped antennae that they use to detect prey, explore their environment, and communicate. Perhaps the most striking thing about these creatures is their hunting technique. They use their antennae resembling gripping pincers to capture their prey and shred their food with alarming efficiency. The 1976 Ferrari Rainbow, driving into one of the biggest car companies in the world today, that being Ferrari. So, to hear that they came up with a design that could be defined as weird, even for a concept car, it may be a little bit hard to swallow for some. As the 1970s have proven, it was a time of great experimentation, and when the team from Baritone were allowed to have some fun with the Ferrari brand and go a bit off kilter in an attempt to reinvent the wheel, they came up with the 1976 Ferrari Rainbow, further proving that these kind of concept cars do have a unique footprint in the industry, even if it might take a while for it to be remembered and honored. So what made this car so weird outside of its looks? Well, it had a roof that you could remove if you were willing to do it by hand. Yes, it was one that you needed to remove by hand to get it off, and then you had to store it in the back of the car. As for where it is today, it's in a private museum of the Baritone people. Why don't lions eat hyena meat? It turns out this is the answer. Hyenas and lions often cross paths while hunting. Even lions still hunt hyenas in the wild, but not for food even though they are carnivores. Why don't lions eat hyena meat? Both are top predators, it turns out. Lions hunt hyenas because they consider them dangerous to their territory and way of life. Lions usually let hyenas perish, rather than eat their carcasses. Lions are also picky animals when it comes to food. The dislike is largely because carnivores are more likely to contract parasites and diseases from other carnivores. Therefore, it is clear why lions kill hyenas. For reasons other than food. For example, to reduce conflicts over territory and resources. Only weak and elderly lions consume hyenas in a state of stress or hunger. Accurately, there are 4 species of dugong, and 3 of them are manatee. Only one is a real dugong. In fact, there is only one other known species of dugong in history, and that was the Hydrodomalus gigas, a creature that looked a lot like our modern dugong. dugong but was hunted to extinction. This species would be discovered a mere 36 years before it was wiped out in 1767. And although these mammals looked a lot like the dugong, they were quite a lot bigger and had a length of between 23 and 32 feet, weighing a staggering 13,000 pounds. In comparison, the dugong is only about 900 pounds.
Thanks for watching.